Hello, I'm here to talk to you about 4 eating behaviors today. The reason why we're talking about this is I am a nutrition coach that works with a lot of different athletes in the gym usually, but people outside of the gym too. Generally working with people who have the desire to lose weight or to not gain weight. So what I'm speaking to today pertains to people who may have some sort of preoccupation with weight, whether it to be lose it or not gain it. And I will do a mini series covering certain aspects of our eating behaviors and what might get us to overeating. So today, 4 eating behaviors, starting off with normal eating. So normal eating or natural eating, that usually means that there are no food rules, being that you don't sit there and say, I can't eat this kind of food, or I can't eat it now, or that's not on my diet. Those generally are food rules. Eating, when you're eating normally or naturally, eating is pleasurable. It's not a chore. It's not a guilt trip. It's a pleasurable, relaxing, nourishing activity. It is also mindful. So you're aware, you're sitting there eating, you're aware of what you're eating, of how it tastes, what it looks like, what it smells like, how it makes you feel, if you're enjoying it, or if it's too cold and maybe you need to go warm it back up, or too hot and you're trying to eat through it, you're mindful through that process. It also feels right and satisfying. It doesn't feel like you are doing something that is, like I said, either a chore or causes guilt or second guessing about what you're eating. It doesn't cause you to feel overfull or bloating or yucky. The thing is, normal eating is based off of moderate hunger and moderate fullness. So we like to use in our nutrition workshops and our nutrition classes a hunger scale to help learn or relearn our internal cues, our biological cues. So here is just a quick view of what that hunger scale looks like, and that's one rendition of it. We have another one where you fill out on your own to learn more about yourself. Going back to that idea of mindful eating. Our next step is normalized overeating. So normalized overeating is a very common thing. Usually it happens because of an external cue, an environmental external cue. For example, you may walk outside and smell McDonald's fries, and all of a sudden you want McDonald's fries. You may turn on the TV during a Rockies game and see Taco Bell commercial, and all of a sudden you want Taco Bell really bad. The next external cue could be a clock or a schedule. You're sitting down, it's noon, and you're like, hey, I should probably have lunch now, or your manager comes by and is like, it's your lunchtime, you gotta go eat, you got 5 minutes. Sometimes you might overeat to feel better or to soothe yourself. Maybe you're mad that your boss told you had to go eat right now, so it makes you feel better to eat instead of think about that. Can be happy things too, like celebrating or social occasions, happy hour with your friends, a birthday, a retirement, so many reasons to celebrate. Really, pretty much you can find one every day. I got through a workout, I'm going to celebrate now, yay! Other external things that may cause you to overeat is a portion that is served to you, whether it's a portion that you serve to yourself, in a restaurant, some family member gave it to you. Generally, especially in a restaurant, a portion is, what they serve to you is much more than what a portion is. So it probably is generally about closer to more like 3 servings versus 1. But we will have more info on that in a different video. And then what others are doing. Heck, man, everybody else is eating. Why wouldn't I? I don't want to be the odd one out. I'm definitely not going to be the one who brings my little baggie of food fruits and vegetables while everybody else is eating cupcakes and beer and pizza. So what others are doing can be an influence. If you are already preoccupied about weight or weight gain, normalized overeating can cause a cycle. So you overeat, then you decide, that wasn't the best idea. I don't feel great. I feel kind of down on myself. My stomach feels bad. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to restrict or compensate in some way. It could be that you decide to go out and do a mile run. You ran more tomorrow to make up for yesterday's beers. And you restrict, maybe you restrict a lot. You decide, I'm not going to eat cake for the next 5 weeks. And then you really start missing cake a lot. And so you go back around the other way, and next time you have cake in front of you, you seriously binge on it. The interesting thing about binging is you could have the whole cake, or you could have even just a bite of cake, but you feel like you lost control because you ate it when you didn't want to. So it could be smaller amounts, but you overate in your mind, and so you feel bad again, and then you restrict. Restrict then goes back down to either overeating or binging. It just can go into kind of a nasty cycle in that way. So in the next video, I'm going to talk more about restricting and binging. And then going forward from there, we'll talk about 7 obstacles to normal eating. So what might put us in that restrict, binge, normalized eating phase. But for today, think about times you may find yourself in normal eating, natural eating, times you may find yourself in normalized eating. And if you want to dive in deeper, these are my resources. I'm trained through Precision Nutrition. I'm working on my 2nd level certification. I'll have that in about a month. This appetite awareness workbook has lots of great information about eating with moderate fullness, moderate hunger, tuning into your bodily cues versus outside cues. And the relaxation and stress reduction workbook has a lot of good awareness techniques to start helping you figure out why you might be prompted to overeat or binge or restrict. So more on that tomorrow. Thanks.